I'm about to sell my Dubai apartment for an 80% return in 2 years. Here is the breakdown of the numbers and why I think now is the perfect time to sell. Hey friends, I'm Samir, a dad, an IT guy and a real estate nerd in Dubai. And here on this channel, we make money and investing simple, smart and doable for everyone. Let's get into it. I made a decision that might sound completely bonkers to some people, but to me it makes perfect sense. Over the past couple of years, riding the Dubai property wave has felt like strapping yourself to a rocket. From 2022 to 2025, residential property values shot up by nearly 60%. It's been an incredible run, but now it's time for me to get off. I don't necessarily think that we've hit the absolute peak, but I do believe that we are getting close. The data is starting to hint that this boom is slowing and a correction could be around the corner. So in this video, I will show you exactly what convinced me to list my property and to lock in my gain as soon as possible. Let's jump straight into the numbers, because this is not about theory, it's real money. So 2 years ago, I picked up this apartment for 1.2 million dirhams, and since then, I've been running it on Airbnb, and after all expenses, I got a net income of about 140,000 dirhams a year. So now I've listed this apartment for just over 1.5 million dirhams, and here is a breakdown of the numbers. I financed 60% of the deal, the bank gave me 765,000 dirhams, I invested 565,000 dirhams for my own money, covering the down payment, the closing costs and the furnishing, since it was short term and rented on Airbnb. And today, about 22 months later, the Airbnb rental generated about 271,000 dirhams in net income. And only about half of that went towards the mortgage. And if I manage to sell at my asking price, I will get about 355,000 dirham of capital gain. And if you add the rental income to that, I'm looking at a total return of about 450,000 dirham on my initial 565,000 dirham invested. That's about 80% of ROI in 2 years, which is huge. So a lot of people are asking me, why am I selling now? Why I'm walking away from the market that has been so good to me? And the answer is precisely because it's been too good. I don't want to get greedy and risk losing what I've already gained. I exceeded the return I was aiming for, and I would rather secure the profit, sit on some cash and wait for the next great opportunity. So does that mean the Dubai market is going to crash? Well, I don't know, nobody knows. But the property already hit the target that I set for it before I even bought it. And that was my first and most important rule. When I hit my target, I sell, I exit. I still hold other apartments in Dubai and I'm reviewing their numbers regularly as well. And as soon as they will hit their milestones, I will do the same with them. I will sell. Because my investments are not about trying to time the top of the market, it's just the discipline. Having a plan and sticking to it, knowing when enough is enough. And what if I'm wrong? Now let's be real, there is definitely a bull case for Dubai. Every time I got close to making this decision, I would hear that little voice in my head, what if you're wrong? What if the markets keep climbing another 20 or 30% by the next year? And honestly, the arguments for more growth are strong. People are still buying, the demand is still here. But again, my plan from day one was to exit when I hit 80% ROI, and I'm hitting that number this month. So if I find a buyer willing to meet my price, I will say goodbye to that apartment. Will it be emotional? Absolutely. This was my first property in Dubai and honestly it's still my favorite. It's well designed, it gets amazing feedback from Airbnb, and I've even spoken to tenants in the building. It's a fantastic place to live. I just repainted it, it looks nice, fresh, bright, and it just has a great vibe. But the emotions don't drive good investments, the discipline does. And at the end of the day, investing is not about ego. It's not about trying to squeeze every dirham out of the market. It's about having a plan and sticking to it. I bought on the way up, made the income I wanted, and now I'm cashing out before the cycle turns. And for all my investment, my goal is simple. I ride the wave, then I exit with a profit. And always remember that the profit becomes real only when you sell. I will not try to time the absolute top of the market. I've made that mistake with cryptocurrencies or stock market already in my life many times. I'm not playing that game again. So this was my personal decision based on my own research and my risk tolerance. But now I want to hear from you. Are you buying, holding or selling in Dubai? Drop a comment. I read every single one of them and I'm genuinely curious about your thoughts. And if you found that breakdown useful and want more real estate insight from Dubai, make sure to subscribe. My next video is all about where I'm going to park this capital next. And remember, always do your own research. This is not financial advice, just me being transparent about my own investment journey. Thank you again for watching and I'll see you in the next video.